And the children go to school together. They've been in school together all day. And they leave school, and they never, ever social.
For 2 years in a row, not a single actor of color has received an Oscar nomination. But is it really just the Oscars that are still so white, or does Hollywood have a larger
test? In the 50s and 60s, we were too busy being raped and lynched to care who won Best Cinematographer. When your grandmother is swinging from a tree, it's hard to care about the Best Documentary Foreign.
For the past 2 consecutive years, the Oscars have faced scrutiny for the lack of diversity in their nominations. Not a single actor of color received a nomination during this period, sparking discussions about the deep-rooted issue of representation in Hollywood. However, the problem extends far beyond the glitzy awards ceremony. It delves into the very fabric of the entertainment industry. Morgan Freeman, a seasoned and respected actor, recently came forward to shed light on the discrimination he encountered throughout his career. He bravely spoke out about the dark underbelly of Hollywood, which becomes apparent when no one is looking. Freeman's revelations hinted at a systemic problem that goes beyond merely treating individuals unfairly. It exposed racial segregation and discrimination embedded in the industry's fabric. Freeman didn't limit his criticisms to Hollywood alone. He also pointed out the role played by certain political movements in perpetuating discrimination. Specifically, he condemned the Tea Party for their attempt to oust President Barack Obama, viewing it as racially motivated rather than purely political. His insights unveiled how societal issues seep into the entertainment industry, making it a battleground for larger ideological struggles. The actor's revelations didn't stop at political matters. He also touched on how children of different races are raised to avoid socializing with one another, even in school. Freeman shared a shocking example of a school in his town where teachers enforce strict rules preventing kids of different races from interacting or even touching each other. This kind of indoctrination perpetuates discrimination and division from an early age, leaving lasting impacts on society. Freeman's claims are not isolated incidents. They mirror the experiences of other celebrities of color in Hollywood. One such example is Monique, an award-winning actress and comedian, who publicly called out Netflix for offering her a significantly lower fee for a comedy special compared to her non-black peers. This exposed the gender and racial bias that persists within the entertainment industry, affecting career opportunities and compensation for artists of color. Dave Chappelle, another prominent figure in the industry, faced a different kind of challenge. He shared how the industry attempted to pressure him into wearing a dress in a movie, following a disturbing pattern of putting black men in dresses for supposed comedic effect. Chappelle firmly rejected the idea, refusing to compromise his principles and integrity for a cheap laugh. This revealed the insidious nature of the industry's attempts to perpetuate stereotypes. But the fight against discrimination doesn't end with these individual cases. Ice Cube, an influential rapper and actor, recently called out the gatekeepers and elites of Hollywood. He expressed frustration at being excluded from their exclusive club and voiced his support for a more independent and self-sufficient approach within the industry. Ice Cube's stance signifies a growing resistance against the status quo, indicating a potential turning point in the fight for equality and fairness. These stories and experiences expose the reality that Hollywood's facade of glitz and glamour conceals a deeper struggle for representation and justice. The lack of diversity in Oscar nominations serves as a glaring symptom of a much larger issue that pervades the entertainment world. It is crucial for the industry, its stakeholders, and society at large to recognize and address these systemic problems and strive towards a more inclusive and equitable future for all actors, regardless of their race or background. The time has come to dismantle the barriers that perpetuate discrimination and to embrace the rich tapestry of talents that actors of all colors and backgrounds bring to the screen. Only then can Hollywood truly reflect the diversity and complexity of the world we live in.